Okay, welcome to video number 2. In this video, I'm going to upload about 9 articles, and I'm going to auto tag them. I'm going to basically leave the majority of these settings as is. I'm going to create a new category, so I'll go ahead and do that now. So once again, it's going to take all the keywords that are in the title of my text files, exclude stop words, create a new category. Once again, make sure that this is selected as the blank setting, the blank selection, and call this gardening tips. Um, I could post them all now, or I could post after the last post, start posting after the last post, but I'm going to do a custom schedule, and I'm going to actually backdate them. I'm going to backdate some to the 10th of August. I want the first post to be roughly, 16:26, 4:26 in the afternoon. Okay, so that's going back to the 10th of August. Today's the 5th of September. I want some articles to be posted in the future. So I'm going to set the interval of, say, 8 days. So starting from the 10th of August, the first post will be a minimum of 8 days from the 10th of August, so the 18th of August as a minimum, and then 12 days. So between 8 and 12 days will be the first post. Sorry, the second post. The first post will be the 10th of August at 4:26 p.m. The second post will be between 8 and 12 days from the 10th of August, and then the next post after that, 8 to 12 days, somewhere in between there, from that last post, etc. So that should take us minimum of into October, if not into November. Once again, I'm going to leave these, set these kind of default, um, minimum of maximum of one keyword will be bold, one keyword underlined, italicized. I'm going to go ahead and hyperlink one of these. So I'll hyperlink this particular keyword. It could be any keyword as long as it's somewhere in the content of your articles. Garden, I'll set this to bing.com. Of course, once again, you'd naturally put like your hop link or something in there. So once again, it's the keyword, comma, space, and then the URL. Okay. Or actually here it even shows there's no space, but I usually put a space, but I guess you don't have to. But for consistency's sake, let's leave a space there. I'm gonna cloak the link. I'm gonna track the link, so if anybody clicks it, I'm gonna see how many times it's been clicked. No follow. Okay. Once again, you can upload one text file at a time, or you can upload a whole zip file that can contain hundreds of articles. Okay, so go ahead and choose file. Now, if you notice, you only see 2 folders. You don't see any zip files, but they're there. So what you have to do, I don't know if this is for everybody, but for me anyway, if you come over here to the far right, you'll see Customize Files. Click All Files, and now my zip files appear. So I'll double-click the gardening articles, which are the same articles here that are zipped up. Double-click that, and once again, I'm going to create a new category and let it auto tag. Post between 8 and 12 days. Okay. One link, maximum per article. We'll go to Bing for that particular keyword. Looks good. Let's start posting. This should only take a couple seconds. There you go. Okay, so let's go check out the posts. By the way, sorry about that. Let me just go back for a quick second. You can see that now gardening tips, the category I created, is actually in the drop-down menu now. Okay. And right, okay, let's go to the posts. You can see that 5 are scheduled, which means those are going to post into the future, and that's what you'd consider drip feeding your articles. So when the 10th of October arrives at 7:34 in the morning, this article will post. And it's in the gardening tips category. So wherever it says scheduled, those are to be scheduled. They're not going to post until that date arrives. So you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4 in October. Sorry, 1, 2, 3 in October. One on the 23rd of September. One on the 14th of September. One was published 2 hours ago. And once again, we got 3:56 in the morning. Back on August 28th, 6:56 in the morning. So you can see even the times are randomized as well. That's what's cool about it. 4:50 a.m. Right. So you can see the first one was posted on the 10th of August, like I had set, and at 4:26 a.m. So 450. Okay. So now let's go to our blog, and I'll refresh it. And you can see the gardening tips category, what that was created upon the settings. And we can see that 4 articles have been posted. Out of the 9 articles, 5 are scheduled to be posted. Because I had selected the word garden to be hyperlinked, let's go to this particular article. And we can see here garden is hyperlinked. Now, by me hovering over this, if you look at the bottom left corner, you can see that it's been cloaked. So it's cloaked with the keywords. So it's demo.wpcontentmagic.com/go/garden, because the garden is the keyword that's being cloaked and hyperlinked. Okay. And if I click that, it should take us to Bing. There we go. And let's check out for some. Now it depends. Maybe this particular article didn't have the word garden too often. Okay. So because I let it auto tag, the SEO elements that are added to the article are based on your tags. So because getting probably it's not really a good word to to tag. Is it really getting? It doesn't really make any sense as a tag. So you could add that to your stop words if you wanted to use that word getting. Add that, get rid of that. But because it wasn't added to the stop words, and WP Content Magic got rid of and your, so it posted getting, garden, pests, protect, and garden, as you can see here, and rid as well. Rid might not be a word you want to auto tag as well, or have as a tag. So it bolded getting, which is one of the keywords that it found. I think in this particular article, the keywords in the article in the title aren't so much in the content. So that's another thing where if you take a little bit of extra time and just make sure that your title is keyword rich, and that the keywords in your title are also in your content, that's going to give you the best benefit. And that goes for anything, even if you manually upload these articles. Let's go back to gardening tips, see if we can find an article that has a few more SEO. Okay, there's garden in there. Now once again, because I selected to have the word garden hyperlinked only once per article, you can see it here, and that's cloaked. You can see garden underlined here. Okay, in this particular instance, garden is not only hyperlinked, but it's also bolded. So that can actually give you greater SEO benefits as well. And so what it's doing is it's finding the first keyword or tag, which in this case is garden. It's bolding it, but because that's also the first instance of the word garden that's supposed to be hyperlinked, it's also hyperlinking it as well. So you've got garden bold and hyperlinked. You've got garden underlined here, and sometimes it's a bit difficult to find them, but there's probably an italicized word garden somewhere in this content. It's a bit hard for me to find, so I apologize for that. But it's probably in there somewhere italicized. It's a bit hard to read sometimes unless the font's big. Let's just try one more article. Okay, that's got the word garden in it. So the word landscape is a keyword or a tag, so that's being bold. Gardening is being underlined, and landscape is being italicized. So you've got landscape twice. So, it's adding some SEO benefit without you going in and doing it manually. And there's the word garden hyperlinked. Okay, so you can add more hyperlinks. You could add more instances of your tags to be bold and underlined. And in the next video, I'll go through adding my own keywords, looking at some of these articles. I'll go ahead and delete all these articles and add them again, but this time I'll add my own keywords to be created as auto tags. Sorry, to be created as tags and also to be hyperlinked. I'll show you how that works. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll stop this video now, and I'll delete these articles so I can upload the same ones again and show you a couple other little suggestions and tips. Okay, thanks a lot. See you in the next video.